Hello everybody. I am in my car vlogging, and I decided to do this while I was on my way to the grocery store. I know I hadn't been on here in a while just because, you know, stuff happens. Had some things going on. I had to, and I didn't mind doing this. My mother-in-law passed away here back in February. We been cleaning out her house and stuff like that, so I've been doing that. And the other day, what day was that? Thursday, Wednesday, I think it was. Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't remember. Anyway, I was taking my dog outside, and my foot went under me, and I fell down the steps. And I couldn't reach the rail in time, and I fell down on the concrete because my carport driveway is concrete. So I've been dealing with a sprained ankle. It's bothered me a little bit today, but it's okay. I'm gonna find something at Walmart to try to take care of it, to try to help some. I got some Epsom salt I can soak it in, so I may do that you know, later on sometime today. What? These fools wait till the last minute to give the stupid blinker to turn. What is wrong with people? Can't drive a stitch. But anyway, so I am on my way, and I had some thoughts about stuff, so I said I'm gonna get on here and vlog. One of them was, first of all, let me tell y'all, I have fell off my dieting, and I'm getting back on track today. I've had brunch. I've had some boiled egg whites. This is what I wanted, and I had some turkey sausage, and that's it. Oh, I drank some coffee too. That's right, I said I'm gonna go by Fred's. I'm gonna run by Fred's right quick. But anyway, so I had some turkey sausage, coffee, with some skim milk in it. It was good. And now that's what I've had. Now I'm drinking water. I believe in drinking me some water now. I will drink me some water, y'all. Anyway, so I'm starting back on track today, and I had some thoughts on some things. One of them is trigger foods. I mean, if you have what you call trigger foods, what I mean by trigger foods is something you know that you'll eat that will make you overeat. I have a few, so I stay away from them. I avoid them. And I'm trying, and you know, that did really good. Y'all, yesterday I went to Dollar Tree, and they got cheese nips for $1. And I love me some cheese nips. I do. That is one of my favorite things. But it's trigger food for me, because I can sit there and literally eat the whole box. I can. So I went right on by them. I didn't buy them. I did good. And I have other things, like I said, as well, that's trigger foods for me. But anyway, so if you know what I'm talking about trigger foods, then you know what I'm talking about. Alright, I am at Fred's, so I will continue when I get out of Fred's. I'm back. I ran into our Fred's. Our Fred's is closing here, among many of the Fred's stores that are closing. And I went in there to see if they had any steam cleaners on clearance. And they have 10% off. And the steam cleaner is $120. And I'm thinking all y'all have it is 10% off. That's crazy. I I'm like, y'all need to mark it down some more. I mean, if you want to get them out of here and get rid of them, mark them down like half price, like 50% off. And I would buy it because it'd be like 60 bucks and everything. But anyway, that's what I went in there for. So anyway, so I had some thoughts on, like I said, on trigger foods. And I have trigger foods. Now, and I think one thing is, this is just my thoughts about this. If you know, they say treat yourself, right? Me, that's a no-no. Because if I treat myself to something that's going to be a trigger food for me, I have other things besides just cheese nips or trigger foods. I'm going to overeat. I'm going to overindulge. So, I was thinking the alternative would be to find something similar or something that would probably taste like it, or whatever you want to say. Sorry, my nose is itching for some reason. I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. But find something that will help with it, whatever it may be. And I mean, you know, like something that would help, that's healthy for you, that would be, I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was looking. But yeah, something, you know, if you won't need something sweet, and you know, if you like Oreo cookies and you sit down, you eat one, you want, like, well, I can eat one Oreo cookie, and it'll turn into eating 6 Oreo cookies, or the whole thing, like some people do, then, you know, you're gonna overindulge. You're gonna overeat. That's just an example. Well, I think that if you can come up with some alternative to something sweet or savory, salty, whatever you want to say, to satisfy that craving, then that would be ideal. And you just have to figure out maybe something that may work for you. And I know you're probably like, well, I've heard this before and I don't know what would work for me. And I can understand that. I can. Because I'm in this, I feel the same way. I don't know what would work for me. And I'm like that too. Because I don't know. And I don't know, what is this? Is this Poco up here? It looks like a bank of Pocos. I don't know. I kept trying to catch the speeders through here. I'm on Highway 51. Anyway, so no, ain't no Popo. It's just a regular car, but still, okay. But anyways, like I was saying, you have to, you know, like if you won't say something sweet, and you're like, but you might not know what you want, because I mean, I've been there like that before, and I'm like, I don't know what I want, and I don't, you know, because you don't. But I think that if you can maybe find something to replace it, and I'm gonna give y'all just some examples that may help you. You know, I like to do smoothies or shakes, do your own stuff, and I get, one of them I do is a peanut butter banana smoothie. They're good. I love them. They're delish. I take a banana. I mean, if you don't have to use the whole banana, you can use like half of it if you want to. Get you some peanut butter. I use just all natural, creamy brand of peanut butter. I don't buy all this organic stuff. I can't afford that stuff. That stuff is high. They want you to eat healthy, but they jack up these prices on this stuff is ridiculous. I'm like, why can't you charge $4 for a 2-liter soda and you can charge $1 for a healthy food or something. You know what I mean? Swap up the prices. You would see a lot of people going to eat healthy then, because they wouldn't be able to afford the junk food. Okay. And I don't want to offend anybody. Anybody get mad? I say, well, you know what? That's just how it is. Us people trying to lose weight feel this way. We can't afford this stuff. This stuff is expensive, and I know I'm ranting right now. But, you know, that's why you have to get what you can afford. You know, but anyways, back to what I was saying. Peanut butter, banana smoothies, okay? Bananas are pretty reasonably priced. That's why I say bananas, okay? Peanut butter, I get just an all-natural peanut butter, creamy. You can do chunky if you want chunky. I just do creamy. And mine usually is a generic brand of Walmart. Walmart, you know, and everything. That's what it normally is. Anyways, I take my banana, put it in my blender, take my peanut butter. I do, normally the serving size is 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So I do 1 or 2 tablespoons. And then I put a little bit of milk in there, or you can use whatever milk you want to use, whether you use soy milk, almond milk, cashew milk, dairy-free milk, lactose-free, whatever milk you use, skim milk, whatever it is, you know. But the healthier the stuff you put in it, the healthier it's going to be. But it's going to taste good, because I have used skim milk in mine, and it was good. You couldn't even tell with skim milk in it. Well, anyway, so I use skim milk, like I said. You do peanut butter and banana, milk, ice cubes, some ice in there, of course, and I get these Concord banana smoothie mixes. You can get them in the packet. They're powdered, and they get to where they're hard to find, because my local grocery store has them. They're like 99 cents a pack. Now I'll run in there probably later on. I got to get some more strawberry, I think. But anyways, they still have them. They still have them. They have a few different flavors, which I'm very happy they do, because it's the only place I have found them within a 30 to 60 mile radius. I kid you not. Because I go to 30 miles to go to the grocery store most of the time, because it's just cheaper. Because the grocery store we have is high. They're really high on their stuff. Well, anyway, so I get the Concord smoothie mixes, and I'm sure if you can find something else that you can sub, that you want, that you would prefer, another alternative, that's fine. A lot of people use the protein powder mixes, or they get these other mixes, and you can use them if you wanted to. You can find them probably in different places, if you know, to sub in there. But anyway, so I blend all of that together, and I have a peanut butter banana smoothie, and it is delicious. You can do, if you want a strawberry smoothie, you can do the same thing, except I get the frozen strawberries, and I use the strawberry Concord mix and put it in there, and of course get milk and ice as well go in there, you know. And sometimes on those Concord mixes, you don't have to use the whole packet. You can use like half of it if you wanted to. Because sometimes, you know, you might be like, well, you might feel like you don't need to use the whole thing. Sometimes I don't use the whole thing. So, let's see, what else? that's something to satisfy your sweet tooth right there. It is. I mean, it'll satisfy. Now the savory or the salty, the only thing I can think of right now is maybe peanuts or sunflower seeds. You know, something like that that might be helping. But they say don't overeat them, you know, whatever. But, or you can find some Triscuits or wheat thins. Those are savory and salty, and they're pretty good. Of course, on some of them you can't eat but like 6, and that's it. Like, that's not enough. That's enough to make you mad. But let's see. I don't know what else would be salty that's good for you. Maybe some baked chips. I love baked chips, but you know they're hard to find. Like, well, not hard to find. You get the name brand, but I used to buy the generic Walmart brand. Tastes just as good, but Walmart don't. At my local Walmarts, they don't carry them no more now. I don't know about another Walmarts around the country or whatever, but they don't have them anymore. I'm fixing to drink me some water, y'all. See my big old bottle of water? See? There. But I'm getting my water in, so I'll be peeing, but that's okay. Good. So anyways, I am trying to think of some other things that would be alright. But, I mean, there's a lot of things. Like, for example, baked chips. You know, you need a few of them. And they're good for you because they're baked. They are salty. Pretzels is another thing. If you want something salty, pretzels would be good. You know, you can get unsalted pretzels. Those are good as well. They do have them in the little bitty individual packets. If that's all, I feel like all you need is going to be about 6 pretzels in there. But if you're like me, 6 pretzels is not enough. You're like, no, I want more. But see, what I do is I do a serving size of it. Like if it's a bag of pretzels, I do a serving size. And anyway, so like if the serving size is say 16 pretzels, I eat 16 pretzels. Now if I have enough bites, because I'm doing itrackbites, I will do more. If I have enough to do more than 16 pretzels, I will do more than 16. Like if I feel like, okay, I want 8 more pretzels to go with it, I will do 16 and then another 8 more. So that way I could get my salty, savory, whatever, tooth fixed or whatever. But you can, you know, another thing for sweetness is fruit. You can always eat fruit. Apples, bananas. I'm just thinking of some fruits that are reasonably priced that, you know, you could probably swing, afford. Apples, bananas. Just depends on your budget. But they have so many fruits that you could probably get. I'm sorry this is shaking so bad, y'all, but this road I'm on is, they need to repave it. A lot of our roads where I live at need to be repaved. They do. And it's terrible. But anyways, they need to be repaved. But I'm sorry about the shaking on the camera, y'all. But anyway, so fruits, a lot of fruits you can get that are good for you. And you can create your own sweet treats, which is fantastic. You could probably do, get you some like light Cool Whip or whatever, or fat-free Cool Whip, or sugar-free, whatever it is. If you want to go that route, me, I would, because you know, the healthier it is for you, the less calories and bites or points, if you're doing Weight Watchers, it's gonna be, you know, in some cases, you know, like I said, in some cases. But anyway, so the healthier it is, you know, and right, it's going to be healthier for you. Okay, now you can create your own with some Cool Whip. You can get you a tub of Cool Whip, take half of the Cool Whip, and create your own savory dessert. That man was running off the road in a log truck. I don't know what he doing, but okay, we going this way, he going that way. Ooh. I'm up here looking like, what are you doing? Okay, anyway, so but you could do like any type of fruit in there. You can even get you a packet of just like sugar-free Jello, and you a little bit of fruit, and make you a healthy snack. You know, if you want to do that, that'd be good. You know, I tell you something else that I've done. Take you some Cool Whip, freeze it, and you want some ice cream, or like something like ice cream. It's as close to a healthy version of ice cream you can get. And you can even take Cool Whip and get you some chocolate flavoring and put in it, and or some vanilla flavoring, or whatever flavoring you want. Banana. You can make you a healthy alternative of ice cream, I think it is. And I think or something like that. You freeze it, and it's good. It's good. You can do that. And anyway, so his truck behind me would come around or decide whatever he's going to do. Because, well, he's not that, he's backed off some. Okay, anyway, so you can do that if you wanted to. That's a healthy alternative. I want to figure out some more healthier alternatives to salty or savory, you know, something that would be good for you that you can eat. I don't know. It's got to be something out there. And when I'm in the grocery store, whatever, I'm gonna look and see. But I know I said baked chips. You know, you could get possibly whatever. That'd be good. Anyway, so I mean, if y'all have any ideas about healthy alternatives to things, just let me know. Comment below. Because I mean, if it helps somebody out, why not? You know, whatever, why not? Be great. Because I mean, there's people out here who may be stuck, or is trying to find, okay, I need to do this and I need to do that, but how do I start doing it? Da 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 da. And I can completely understand that. I'm sure we all can. But on another note, I did go sign up for my gym here, local gym. I hadn't started going yet, because either I've been too tired, or when I fell and hurt my ankle. You don't want to go exercise. You don't. All you want to do is prop it up, get you to stop throbbing, get your swelling to go down. I mean, you don't feel like going to exercise. So I hadn't been. But anyways, I want to try to go this evening if possible, since I'm starting back on my itrackbites full force. And I want to try to go. So I'm going to try to go this evening later on sometime. So I can exercise. I do have my activity watch on, so that way when I'm getting my steps in, I can say, okay, I got some of my steps in. But I mean, then that's good that you're gonna get your steps in. It is. It's really good. It's fantastic. But I feel like, okay, I need to work my upper body as well. Not just my lower body, but my upper body. So I'm gonna go and do that and stuff. And anyway, so there are other things I want to cover and talk about, but we'll save them for another video. But that's about it for right now. I just want to talk about trigger foods, healthier alternatives, you know, treating yourself. Is it a good idea or not? For some people it's not, because you might, unless, if you do treat yourself, find a healthier alternative, a healthier version. Just stuff like that. But, and just, I want to just update on things that's been going on in my life. You know, like I said, been cleaning out my mother-in-law's house, and I fell and hurt my ankle and stuff like that. So, been just working, things like that. I'm in the other town to go to the grocery store. Whoop whoop. But it's still gonna take me a few more minutes to get there and everything. I was looking at the truck. That's a nice truck. It's a Super Duty. It's a 4-wheel drive. Come on over, whoever you are. It's a nice, I don't know if it's I think it's like a 250 truck, but it's a nice truck. But anyway, so that's about it. My hair is wet, y'all. And when I wash it, it looks red. It does. I gotta redo it. I gotta redo my color on my head. But I will. I'll redo it and stuff. I'm gonna have to probably take this out, possibly, and put some more end in it. I'm gonna try to do that probably in the morning. Sometime tomorrow in the morning. I say in the morning because that way I can see what it's going to look like after it dries, because I naturally dry my hair. I don't blow dry that much. I will if I have to, but blow drying will damage your hair. It will. I don't care who you are or any, I mean, it will damage your hair. So I try not to blow dry. I try to just wash it with a really good shampoo and conditioning, and try for it to be as healthy as possible. Alright, well, I don't know really what else to say right now, but just stay on track. And I mean, we all get off the track, we do. And oh, by the way, I'm doing the Conquer Cravings on the itrackbites. It is the old Weight Watchers Classic program. That is what I am doing. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. The classic program. And yes, I just picked my nose. I forgot I had the camera on. No, actually, I didn't pick it. I have a feels like a sore in my nose, so I was scratching it. That's one reason why my nose is itching. So I'm not picking my nose out. Okay. I'm trying to not scratch it. And what caused the sore is I had fever. And you know, when you have fever, you get fever blisters or whatever, and then I think that's what done it. I never got sick. I just had fever. So anyways. But, so I'm going to try just to do this. And I know that don't look good either, but I'm sorry. I'm trying to, it's itching. It's driving me crazy. But anyway, so I am going into But I'm on my way. I'm going to go to my local dollar store. Well, not my local, it's dollar store. But it's Dollar Tree. And I'm going to look around in there. And then that fool ran that stop sign. I'm like, that fool ran that stop sign. But anyway, so I'm going to I'm going to Dollar Tree. Look around there. Get some, maybe see if I need a couple things in there. I don't know. I really don't. Because the household stuff I got to get is like fabric softener, jar sheets. I can get that at Walmart. But if I can find some healthy snacks at Dollar Tree, I'll do that. But then again, every time I go in there, it's like they got the same stuff, which is good. But the thing is, you just want to change it up something different. Which, you know, we can all understand that. I may just go to Walmart, wander around Walmart for like 2 hours. You know how that goes. You just like being there forever. Decide what to do, what to buy on groceries, because you're like, you really don't know. You're like, I'm not sure. But y'all, got me a stand-up freezer. I did. I got me a stand-up freezer, and it works. It's old. I don't care about that. It works though. And so therefore, I can start going to the grocery store and buying like 2 weeks worth of groceries. And that way I don't have to worry about going back for like 2 more weeks. Something like that. That's my goal anyways, is to try to do that. If possible. So, anyways, I got me a nice chair. It's a reclining chair. I got me they call them a chef robe. It's the real solid oak wood, I think. It's the real deal. Or is it cedar? Might be cedar. But anyways, my husband and I got one of them. And I'm using it for storage. Sheets, towels. Well, sheets and blankets and pillowcases and sheets, blankets, pillowcases, comforters, stuff like that right now. But yeah. And then my husband got him a dresser and a mirror. And I got some, so he can have one in the other room that he has his clothes in. I think he has more clothes than I do. I don't know, y'all. But anyways. But he got him that. And anyway, so I got some nice dishes.